Alright, what's up y'all? Not really a YouTuber, do videos like this much, so it's just gonna kind of be a rough thing here, but had a couple people ask me how I put a Floyd style bridge on my Kramer Barretta special. Fortunately, I didn't take video of me doing the actual install, but I'm gonna try and kind of explain what I did here. It's actually pretty simple. I got this template off of eBay, and it's got the 6 screw holes there, and you just kind of line those up with the old style trem, the old screws, and then right here are your posts for the Floyd trem. So all I did was just take the neck off, take the old trem off the body, put a couple screws in there to kind of hold this into place, and then with the neck off I lined this top cutout out with the neck pocket to make sure everything was as straight as I could get it, and kind of marked the post holes here then. And then once I had those marked, I just measured from the nut here down to the posts and made sure that they were 25 1/8 of an inch away from each other on both sides. And once I confirmed that was good and set the Floyd in there, once I set the Floyd in there, I realized that my Floyd was sitting over this way a little bit too much. So on the back side here, let's see if I can get a little bit better lighting for you guys. On the back side here, let's see here, where that trem arm comes in, I had to kind of sand some of the cavity back out. It wasn't much really, I just used a Dremel tool, but you could probably even use like a hand file or something, because like I said, it's really not that much wood that you have to take out of there. It's just enough to get that bar arm piece to go down in farther. I also took a little bit off of, hold on one second here, off this front kind of intersection, just so that way this block here has a little bit more room. You can't really see it because the block's covering it, but you can kind of see it behind there how there's no paint kind of back in here. So I removed a little bit there too. But once I got that sitting there, then this was kind of sitting in the right spot, and the holes for the post lined it up. And then I just started drilling. I tried using tape like I've seen other people do, and I had a little bit of chipping there, not too horrible. I'll probably just get some matching paint and fix it, and nobody will ever really know. But otherwise it came out pretty good. As for the nut, there's a guy on one of the Facebook pages, I'm not going to mention his name in this video just because, you know, I never got permission for him or to do so. But he sent me the CAD file to 3D print that little shim, that black piece in there. And it just kind of pops in where the old nut goes. And then this nut just screws down right on top of it. And then I got some decent locking Wilkinson tuners, and that's pretty much it, and she works out great. No issues, and I love the gotoh trims because they got that little locking retention screw in there, so you can set your trem arm tension there. But yeah, it came out really good. I'm happy with it, and I just had a few people ask me kind of how I did it, and I was having a lot of questions before I did it, and I just kind of said screw it and winged it, and came out pretty darn good. So it's really not as hard as it looks or sounds, so if you're thinking about doing it, I'd say go for it and just take your time. When I drilled the post, I started out with a smaller drill bit and kind of worked my way up to size. I think it was like 11 millimeter or like 7/32 or 7/16, I forget, for the post for the gotohs. But if you're going to Floyd, it's going to be the smaller posts. They're a little bit smaller. But other than that, it's fairly simple. Oh, and I did have to put a small shim here in the neck, but all I did was I took an old gift card that didn't have any money on it or anything, and I just cut, you know, a little shim about the size of this upper fret here, and placed it towards the neck pocket this way, and that raised everything up. And I have pretty good low action for the most part, and I love it. So no complaints. Eventually I'll probably plug these little holes and get some paint to match and try and hide that as best as possible, but I think she's pretty much there. I might get a little bit bigger block for back here eventually, but that's pretty much it for now. So thanks for watching, and I hope this helps some people. Have a good one.